Hi, this is Coach Concito with Great Shape Fit Club, and I'm here today with Rene Cannon, and we're doing another transformation success story follow-up and interview. Rene, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
I'm here. I actually asked you for an interview because, first of all, you got some really, really great results in 8 weeks, and you sent that over to me just to let me know how things were going. And they were amazing. But beyond the results, it was really your backstory that interested me even more and made me want to interview you so that you can share your story with other people who may be in a similar situation and who really, really need to hear, what you've done and how you've transformed. So why don't you give me a little bit of background on you and just in your fitness and things that you have done in the past and how you came to Fit Club.
Okay. Well, as an adult, I've always been pretty active since I was a kid all the way through, say, I'll be 32 in a couple of weeks, but I've always kind of yo-yoed with the weight gain, weight loss. Not to any extreme, but 10 to 15 pounds, I guess. So I was previously married to a personal trainer, an ex-personal trainer, and I was in the best shape of my life then. We got divorced, and I kind of adapted to the party scene, and that's when the yo-yos started happening.
Okay.
So.
And when I met you, Rene, you were already in great shape. I actually met you, and you came to me not for weight loss help, but you came to participate in Fit Sanity, which is our obstacle course racing team. So you were already in great shape when we met, and Fit Sanity was not the only thing you were doing at that point. So tell me what your fitness routine was like post-divorce when you were in shape when we met.
If I can remember, I mean, it was hours in the gym. I didn't do a whole lot of cardio. I thought I was supposed to, but I would skip it because I hated it. It was boring. But I would spend hours just lifting. Maybe some spurts of cardio in between, like weightlifting sessions, but no super long cardio sessions or anything like that at that time. My biggest struggle has mostly been food.
Okay.
With my ex-husband, he was very strict on what he ate, therefore I was too. Then I realized I liked pizza and hot wings and fried chicken and hamburgers, and I thought
we all a little bit, right?
I thought, well, I'm loving all this food, so that means I just have to work out harder. And that's when I would start spending lots of time doing long cardio sessions, thinking that was with the food that I was eating.
So it sounds like, and that's actually pretty common, so it sounds like before you were super strict on the food, and when you kind of let go on the food a little bit more, you just resolved to burn it off, right? To take care of it on the back end with the cardio.
Right.
And as also is common, that's when your struggle began. That's when you started going up and down. I'm presuming based on how well you were keeping up with the cardio or how well the cardio was keeping up with the food. Okay. So then you continued to train with us through XDS, and then there was a period of time where I didn't see you for a little while, and then I learned later that I don't know if you exactly stopped exercising, but when you came back, you told me, okay, listen, I've got to get back in here because I've gained some weight. So tell me what happened. Did you stop training altogether? Did you just get burnt out on the cardio? What happened? Because before you were kind of balancing out what you wanted to eat with your activity. And then there came a time where that wasn't working anymore. So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. So I had an early morning workout partner for a long time, and I quit the. She was pretty strict on her food, so that helped me to do that and back off the long cardio sessions. So we would go work out every morning, Monday through Friday usually, not on the weekends. But she got pregnant and had a baby, and so that stopped. I was going to a different trainer that was much closer to home, and that was working out for me. But that's when I started, I guess, going back. It became an addiction, I guess. So then I was doing the cardio not to offset any food choices, but just because I was addicted to being in the gym, I guess. So then,
at that point, how many hours a day would you say you were spending in the gym?
I would spend about an hour with the trainer, 45 minutes or so with the trainer, and another 45 minutes to an hour of cardio.
Okay.
But I got burnt out on that really quickly, and so I decided I was going to take a break from working out and got back to my social scene that I had pretty much abandoned. And I was like, okay, well, this is fun. Well, either I can go meet my friends at the bar or I can go work out. Okay, I'm going to go meet my friends at the bar. So then there was drinking, calories, and then, of course, when you're drinking, you want to eat what's at the bar. So there's like the chicken wings and nachos and things like that.
Okay.
And then it was so fun that I didn't work out. The only activity I did was playing softball 2 or 3 times a week for about, let me do some math, 5 or 6 months.
Wow. Okay. So you took a pretty long break from the fitness scene.
Yes.
Okay. And then what stopped it all? Because when you came back, you were pretty clear that you were done and you were ready to get back in shape again. And, like, you were very done. Like, you made that very clear when you came back. So what was your aha moment? What changed things?
Just looking in the mirror, trying to put on my clothes that didn't fit anymore. Just reevaluating my life, I guess, and the friendships that I have, and that's really it. Mostly my clothes not fitting. I didn't want to go buy new ones.
Okay. So you came
back.
back.
I've never been a big scale person, but when I went to the doctor, just for my annual physical that I do every year, and they asked me if I was intentionally, like, trying to bulk up because my weight just was increasing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. So the doctor asked you if you were on a bulk-up plan, and that was really pretty much, that was it. The clothes, the mirror, but when you got, okay, got it. I totally understand that. So you got back in the fitness scene. You came to Fit Club. Let's talk about how your approach working here with Fit Club. How is it different from what you did in the past?
Well, I go to the gym 3 days a week. If I feel like I need something extra, then I have things in my garage, and we'll do, no more than 30 minutes or so on any of those other days a week. The only cardio that I do really is running bases at softball and the running we do at XDS. Or the finishers of the other workouts. They're cardio based. But no long, like, I don't go out and just run miles or anything like that.
Okay.
it took finding balance in that I can actually have a social life and not beat myself up if I do eat something bad or miss a workout. I just, but the biggest thing for me is planning. If I plan and have my foods like ready and easy to prepare, then that's key because I'm lazy. Not lazy to go work out, but lazy to prepare food.
Right. Right. Okay. So, and with your food, how is that different from, or not different from, your approach back in the day when you were spending a whole lot of time at the gym? So, for instance, do you find that you're having to eat as strict to get in shape? Do you have a little bit more leeway than you had before? Talk to us about that.
It's definitely less structured. I'll say if I know that I'm doing something that involves bad food, like the other night I had pizza and wine night with some girlfriends, then everything I eat earlier that day is going to be like 100% on point strict. But if I don't have something like that, then I'm really not as strict with my eating. I try to make better choices than I would have in the past. More protein, less starchy, carby stuff.
Okay. All right. And so it's obviously working for you because you unsolicited sent me your pictures, so that always means good things when my clients just send me pictures out of the blue. Definitely made my day that day. So talk to me a little bit about your results. So 8 weeks back working out, a lot lower volume program, so a lot less time in the gym, a lot more flexibility in your schedule, not near as strict on the food, but definitely putting that emphasis on the proteins. And, of course, I know you didn't mention it, but I know you eat your big old salad every day.
Yes, at least 5 days a week, at least.
All right. Taking that starch down a little bit. And then, so you did that. You took the plunge. You took what would maybe seem like to the old Rene an easier way out, but something magical happened. So let's talk about your results.
Really, it's hard to explain without looking at the pictures because I didn't do any measurements or body fat testing or anything like that. And there was only a 5-pound difference on the scale from the before and after. But my clothes are fitting much better. I get compliments almost daily. Yeah, it's just hard to explain without without somebody seeing the pictures, because I think they speak for themselves, really.
Yep, they do. They'll go with our audio, so they'll know what you're talking about. But definitely a big visual difference with only a 5-pound swing on the scale. There's definitely a big difference in how you look, and I can imagine definitely in how your clothes fit. And lastly, let's talk a little bit about performance, because you are an athlete, you play softball, you like to do obstacle course runs. Let's talk about the difference in your performance. Let's, think back on that first day back when you came back to XDS. Yeah, remember that day, me too, versus, let's say, well, I trained you this morning, so versus this morning, how is your performance in the gym different? Because a lot of girls like you and like I used to be who spend a lot of time in the gym, we kind of take a little bit of pride in what we can do in the gym, right? It's a little bit fun to be able to, to really get in there and go after it and perform very well. So tell me, how has training a little bit less but still training hard, how has that affected you as far as gym performance?
It's unbelievable. When I first came back, I couldn't even do push-ups off my knees anymore. Like, I was back to on my knees. I definitely, I was winded trying to run the little small loop outside in the parking lot at XDS. Now I'm fine running 2 big laps. I level 3 push-ups with the bands or elevated feet or whatever. I accept any challenge that's thrown at me. I'll attempt anything.
Awesome. Yeah, well, since you're being modest, I'll just go ahead and brag on you. So for those who don't know, level 3 push-ups with the bands, that means that there's something resisting your push-up. And this morning I saw you doing it with the black band, which is 3 levels deep into the bands. I believe I saw a 100-pound deadlift going on back there today. We have negative pull-ups, which is lowering yourself from the bar. That goes super slow. There's a video out on our page with that. Definitely night and day performance. So I just want to congratulate you. I want to say good job. I'm happy for you that you have found the middle ground, something that you can have, you can get in shape, you can lose that weight, and have a life at the same time, and still be a boss in the gym and on the field and on the obstacle course, because I know how important that is to you too. So I'm very proud of you, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks for doing this interview.
Thank you.